Many are going to protest. Others will do it at the polls. A good many of my colleagues who are participating as persons who are aiding and abetting, if you will, many of them will find that, as they are finding out currently, that they are going to be received in less than a very warm way when they find themselves having town meetings. They're already experiencing this. That's why many of them are not having their town meetings. But they're going to experience it also when we have an election, because people aren't going to forget this. They're not going to forget how the president desperately tried to tax them so that he could then return money, some to them if they would qualify, but much to billionaires who would qualify. This is, in my opinion, a shameful and disgraceful way for the president to tell people that they're going to get a tax break when it's really their money that is being returned to them by way of this tariff. I would also remind people that as we move forward, I have indicated that impeachment is imminent. The filing of articles of impeachment is imminent. We are currently in a countdown to impeachment. Now, those who know me know that I wouldn't say this if I were not going to move on with it. And I am. We will have articles of impeachment filed. I cannot tell you what the vote will be, and there are some who would say, well, you shouldn't file the articles of impeachment if you can't win. No, you need to know where people stand. You really do. We need to know. I heard a member just yesterday indicate that we need to have a certain thing brought before the House to understand where people are. It is not unusual for us to have votes to find out where people are on certain issues. And this is no exception. And the first articles of impeachment may not succeed. The second may not succeed. But having laid the foundation for the president's impeachment in the past, I know that impeachment can succeed. And I also know that should Democrats reclaim the House and the Senate by margins that are sufficient to not only impeach but to convict, I believe that the president can be removed from office. He talks of having another term. Well, Mr. President, you're not going to have another term. That's not going to happen. But I do know that you have incited persons to come to the Capitol, the citadel of democracy, and engage in an insurrection. So I don't know what you have up your sleeve, but I do know that we will prevent you from having a third term. And the best way to do it is to not have you finish this term. And the best way to do this is to have you impeached and convicted and removed from office. It can be done. I'm telling you it can be done. The law says it can be done. We but only have to have the will to do it. The way is before us. The will is what is necessary to implement the way to an impeachment and a removal of Donald John Trump as President of the United States of America. It would be the appropriate thing because he is unfit to be president.